When it comes to enjoying the beautiful outdoors, or maybe just you need a little peace and quiet, a good pair of headphones is a must. And you might have, like I do, a little white pair of headphones that the company sounds like a fruit, and you might think that they're the best that you can get. And I'm here to just give you guys a little information about another pair of headphones that, in my opinion, sound a whole lot better, and that is the SanSound SANWEAR headphones. These things are great. We're just going to tell you a little bit about them here today, and we're going to do a little unbox. You can see what comes with them. They're not cheap, I'll give you that, but the sound on these things are ridiculous. I mean, you can hear the low basses all the way up to the high highs and everything in between. When you go back and forth between this and other headphones, in my opinion, and I've been trying these out for months, there's a huge difference. These guys sound really good. It's crisp, it's clear. The bass, I mean, the low end that you get on these things is ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. I was blown away by how well these things sound. They do a really good job of isolating the outside sound. Now, they don't have, active noise reduction or anything like that, but they do a really good job of isolating the sound from the ambient noise that might, interfere or get in the way with whatever you're listening to. Now, I've used these headphones on everything from my phone that I'm using right now. I've used them on phone calls. I've hooked them up to my computer. I've hooked them up to other devices, to Nintendo Switch, for example, and they do a great job all around. I mean, they fit my ear good. They stay in my ear, which is surprising. A lot of headphones that I've tried in the past that go in your ear, they don't stay in very well. They kind of fall out, and especially if I'm running or exercising or something, they fall out. But the way these things are designed, they just don't fall out. And I'll show you, when I take them off and get back in the studio, I'll show you the parts and pieces and kind of how they go in your ear there. You'll see why they don't fall out, right? And they come with a bunch of different sizes and things that you can use to get it to stay in your ear properly. And that's been really good for me because I've always had trouble with the earbuds staying in my ear. So I really like that they actually stay in my ear, and they've worked excellent on all kinds of different devices. And the quality of the sound, it's really hard to describe, but I've been going back and forth between other earbuds I have, little white ones that shall remain nameless, and these guys, and there's a big difference, when it comes to the sound, especially of music and those low end, bass type frequencies that you just don't get with earbuds normally. These guys do an awesome job. Back in the studio, let's just talk about what comes with these headphones. Like I said, I mean, I can't tell you how good these things sound. They sound so good. One other thing, just to tell you how good they sound and kind of explain it a little bit, I've put on movies and listened to movies on these, and these things do a great job of just giving you that spatial audio sound, and it doesn't sound weird. Like some headphones, you turn on the spatial audio and it just sounds a little weird, right? Kind of not what I would consider normal. These things make audio sound spatially all the way around you, up, down, everywhere, without sounding weird. I mean, they do a great job. I'm really impressed. And I know I just kind of keep saying I'm impressed and how good they are, but that's because I really think that they do a good job. So opening up our box here, you would just pull the little tab, and it's going to open up the box. You've got your headphones here in the middle, and then on the sides, we've got different headphone adapters for the part that goes in your ear, along with the part over here that goes on like the outside of your ear. And this part that goes on the outside of your ear here, this is why these don't fall out of my ear while I'm running, exercising, jogging, doing any physical, activity where I'm moving around, maybe even some yard work. I do that often with these headphones, but they do a really good job of keeping them in your ear. So the really cool features about these headphones is one, that this is the charging case. So you're going to charge up this guy right here. And then when you plug in the headphones, they're going to charge from this device. So it's got USB-C on the back here, and you can use that to charge it up. And they last long. I've never had these die on me yet since I've charged them up. I mean, I do use them a bunch of times, then I'll charge them up. So whoops, as I drop them there. And look, they're very durable. And they even have lights on the inside, which is so cool. Check that out. Let me take that out. Got blue lights on the inside. How cool is that, right? This thing lights up everywhere. And they're pretty durable. Like, as you saw, I just dropped it. No problem. I mean, these things are built really well. Like, for what they are, they work really good. They're solid. I like them a lot. I mean, I think you guys can tell that, right? Now, the other thing that you do get with these is obviously an instruction booklet. You get a cool little SanWeAR pouch here. You got that you can put them in when you're not using them. You also get a little USB charging cord, and you get this, a lanyard, right? So we can put this through the back here, and then you can just hang it, wear it like this on your shirt if you want, or hang it on whatever you might want to hang it on. But a lot of people are going to put this lanyard on and it's just going to hang here, and then you got your headphones right there. Although I haven't used the lanyard much, I usually just pop this in my pocket. I like the idea of this because if I'm going out running or something, I don't really have pockets, but I want to bring this just in case I need it. Got to take out my headphones. It's good to just kind of throw this on, and I think it could do a great job if you just want to wear it as like a lanyard instead of sticking it in your pocket or something. I have tried using this for some audio and video editing, and it sounds great there too. It does a great job, just as good as any other headphones that I've used, you know, the big over-the-ear cans. These do a great job because they isolate the sound really well and they replicate the sound really well. So editing with these, no problem. Now, if you're saying, well, hey, what if I got a little bit of latency in there when I'm working with my headphones? Because you might notice that because they're connected through Bluetooth. Well, SanWear actually has another device that you could use to hook up to your computer that drops that latency way down so that it's not noticeable. I haven't tried that, but I've heard that it works really well. And if you're experiencing latency issues and you want to edit with these, you can go ahead and use that, and that's going to help kind of take care of that problem for you. Another cool feature of these particular headphones is that there's an app that comes with it that allows you to do a whole bunch of different things. So if I just grab my phone here, we're going to connect these to my phone through Bluetooth. You're going to get a little thing on the screen here, and it is going to want to connect them. It'll search around. You'll find it. When you see it, this little icon that looks like this will pop up on your screen. You can just drag it down and connect it. And now you've got different options that you can do. It shows you your battery life in here. You can change the colors on it. So if I hit this little button right here, it's going to change the luminance control on it. I can change the way it looks, make it white, make it red. It's going to flash and do all kinds of cool stuff. But in the app, you can also come to this middle icon here. Here's the EQ. You can change it however you want. There's a couple presets along the top here, and you just make it sound however you'd like it to sound. And then in the last little icon here, you've got all the different gestures that you can use on your right and left sides to do different things like play, pause, previous song, voice assist, and volume. You can change it however you want, or you can just go ahead and use the default settings. You can also update these guys if you need to. You can see on the screen here, I've got an update, so it's going ahead and doing an update for me. So a lot of good tools in that app. Most of the time, you don't have to jump in there too often, at least from what I've found. I just hook them up to my phone. I'll listen to music. I'll use them to edit on my computer or any other device that I mentioned earlier in the video there. Switch, whatever. I hook it up to whatever, and it always does a great job. These things sound really good. So if you're looking for some kind of headphones, you want to level up a little bit from, other types of headphones that many of us have, you might know what I'm talking about, then I think these are a great option. They do an awesome job, a really great job of creating that spatial audio sound and hearing things like in different spaces. More so than other headphones that I've tried. And that's just from throwing on some Netflix or throwing on some, I was watching Reacher. Anybody watch Reacher? So you've got all kinds of stuff flying around your head there in some of those scenes. And it does a great job with the way that sounds and the way it comes across in your ears. They're good. They're great. And I've been using them for a few months. I think I got these back in November, I want to say. So I've been using them for a bunch of months here, back and forth between other kinds of headphones. Really impressed. SanWear did an awesome job with these guys. So if you're looking to level up your headphones, you might want to check out these SanWear ones and see if it's something that might work for you. So a big thank you to SanWear for sending these guys out. They said, hey, these are going to be better than any other headphones that you've used. And I would say, yeah, they were right. They were right. So thank you guys for sending these out. They're awesome. I love these. I mean, if these ever break or anything, I'm going to go buy a new pair because they just sound that good. So with that said, thank you so much for tuning in, and if you want to check them out, link down below. Thank you again, SanWear, and I will see you guys in the next video. Going to listen to some tunes. I'll see you later. All right, so I just jumped on the Dolby website here, and let's play a little surround sound thing here and see what we got. Wow, it's awesome. Sounds really good. That's crazy. Sounds really good.